guys. It is freaking hot. Anyways, guys, what is up? Welcome to another Kenny Han video. Thanks for tuning in today. And so lately, I've been making content on the A90 Supra. And for those of you guys who are new to the channel, maybe you guys have found me through the Supra content when it comes to yearly reviews and updates I do on the A90 platform. I also have another vehicle, my 2005 GX470, which I call Taylor. Obviously, the A90 Supra is more track-orientated, track-focused, more of your performance sports car, of course. But when it comes to my GX470, I have a goal of making this more of a mountain, overland, trail king. I mean, already, its heritage is in that. So today we're going to be talking about the GX470 and one of the dirtiest jobs you can do when it comes to this car. That is the CV boot axle replacement. So you can go about two routes for this. You can either replace the whole axle or you can replace the boots. Either or, you're going to need to take out the axle. I went ahead and just replaced the boots, primarily because it was more cost efficient than buying a whole new set of axles. And so I fortunately had the help of my dad. He's very familiar with Toyota Lexus platform, and he kind of helped me out when it comes to this dirty job, because it actually really was a pretty gross and dirty job, but very cost efficient. So we'll be walking you guys through that, through my experience when it comes to replacing the boots for this guy. And also on top of that, I haven't made an update on this car for a while. And so a couple stuff I added, as you can see. Well visors on the window, so you can ride the car or drive the car with windows down or cracked a little bit when it rains, and also just kind of adds to the ruggedness of the vehicle. I also blacked out the rear emblem, so all of my Lexus emblems are blacked out. It was corroding a little bit, the silver chrome, and so I decided just to go black. I am going to then black out my front grille emblems as well, because that is the last bit of chrome on the car. But yeah, that's really about it. I'm trying to kind of keep this car OEM Plus for now. For sure we'll go lift kit in the future because airbags do tend to leak, but that's for another video. Anyways, today I'll be walking you guys through the CV boot and kind of my experience with that, and so let's get into it.
Hit it. Good job. Good job.
Yeah. Wow, yeah, CV axle. Very nice.
뭐 이거 사야 되네. 나도 될 줄 알았는데.
Right when I got that breeze. We got the new parts. Bam, that's the new part. And then we're going to put the boot back together. We're going to fill it with grease, seal it, and after that we're gonna go grab some motor oil. Very messy job. I don't know if you guys can see this, but look at all this. It's like all grease over here. Yeah, so lots of drags, lots of towels. Also, this thing is such a pain in the ass to get out. So good luck with that, because that is on the CV axle, the snap ring. So once you get that out, that's when you can get access to this alien looking thing, your bearings, I think. Yeah.
Hello. How are you? Nice guy.
How's it going?
Good. Upside down. Other side, let's see. Three, 9, 12, 6 is there.
Yeah, I know. 3, 9, 12, 6.
Yeah. So a little bit.
9, 12,
여기 홀다운해서 해야지. 이렇게 해야지. 됐어. We need to clean up.
Oof, I am tired, guys. Okay, so we just did all the stuff. So we replaced the CV boots on the CV axle. My concern was that the CV axles would be compromised because of like debris and stuff going inside it. But actually, the CV axles are really clean, and all of the ball heads and mechanisms work. There's no outside debris in there. And so we rebooted everything, cleaned out the grease, filled it with new grease, sealed everything up. And one thing that we forgot to do or grab is get the gear oil, because you're taking out the CV axle, gear oil is gonna leak out. And so we are actually on the way to AutoZone to pick up some more gear oil for the GX. I am freaking tired. Sorry I didn't talk much. How my dad likes to work is like, he's all about speed. I mean, he was a previous mechanic, so like this is fairly all familiar to him. And so when he's working on stuff, I kind of like to be out of his way because I just want him to, like, you know, get stuff done. And so that's why I wasn't really talking much. But yeah, we're gonna get some gear oil and then that's that. Okay, that's it. Everything done.
What happened? Wait.
You want to tell them what's happening?
I messed up. I don't know. What happened? Okay. Alright, that's it. No, you have to do it like that one more time.
Oh, right now?
Yeah. Alright, guys. I actually just finished editing the video one more time. So basically what happened was the original video got lost and I had to re-edit everything, and it's actually around like 1 a.m. right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video because that kind of sucked re-editing it. But the second time around, I think this video is a little bit better. So thanks for following me on the journey for my CV boot. It was super annoying, but it was honestly like one of the mods that you really need to do. It's really prone to breaking and tearing on the GX470, and it's just an older vehicle, you know, it's 20 years old, it's gonna happen. So definitely I went to the reboot method because it was significantly cheaper. I mean, I think in total I paid like under 200 with everything, including motor oil, kit, and just maybe even tools. And so compare that to an actual 2 CV boots, you're gonna be looking at around $500, maybe even more. I went the budget friendly route. Guys, you make your suggestion. I just went with the, again, budget-friendly route. Anyways, in the previous video, I was going to bring up something kind of cool that I want to share with you guys, and that is we're going to Japan. So in 2 weeks, I'm going to be in Japan. We are going to go check out some of the most JDM stuff that you do in Japan. Obviously, we're in Japan, JDM capital of the world. That's where all of your big, you know, JDM makes are there. And so we're gonna be checking out Liberty Walk and going around Osaka and Kyoto and Tokyo and Shinjuku and Shibuya and all those places, checking out car stuff. Not only checking out the model car scene, because I know die-cast cars, and obviously if you're a car guy, like that's a super big thing to do, but also checking out other stuff. So maybe you guys are interested in like the camera scene. I know I get a lot of comments on what cameras do I shoot with, as well as watches too. That's one of my other big hobbies, cameras, watches, and cars. I know all the expensive stuff apparently is my hobby, which is why I'm broke half the time. But we're going to Japan. I'm gonna be taking you guys along, especially if you're new, just like me, because I've never been to Japan. I'm going to try to be helping you out on creating this tour guide experience as a JDM lover going to Japan for the first time. So the next couple of videos in the series will solely be about Japan. And so stay tuned for that, because that is a super special one. We're going to be going to a lot of these different places, and I'm super excited to kind of share this with y'all. Anyways, that is the video. That is all I got for you tonight. Today, it is in the morning. I'm exhausted. Be sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to comment down below if you came this far in the video on what I should do to the GX470 next. I mentioned something about a lift, but honestly, I don't know if I need it right now. But what do you guys think I should do next? lighting, roof rack, maybe some armor, right? Front bumper, rear bumper, bumper cut, stuff like that. Let me know in the comments below what you think I should do next. Always open to suggestions. As always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. I already said that. I'm super exhausted. And drive safe. Thanks for watching. Peace.